Hi. So you
Hi.
may noticed I paid this person $1 and they gave me sex last night. So cheap rates. You've been paid. Anyway, this is Amy. They are a very good friend of mine and they have been with me for about 2 years at college. However, this last academic year was amazing and we have been really good friends.
Yay!
And my chair is squeaking. So, they had a boyfriend called Finley for the last 2 years. However, this Sunday they broke up, and unfortunately Amy hasn't really had a good time with it.
No. Like.
Need to speak up a bit.
So, yeah, Sunday I broke up with my boyfriend of 2 years. Well, 2.5 years. And it was like, I'm the one that broke up with him, and I do feel really horrible because, yes, I broke up with him over the phone, like, I rang him, but I didn't want to do it face to face because I weren't comfortable, and seeing him face to face would have made me more heartbroken, and I wouldn't have been able to go through with it, but I didn't want to do it through text, so I rang him. But it all started with Saturday, and I was online playing games with my dad and a couple of his friends, and I was talking to one of the people on there about it, and I was actually the one that was coming up with the idea of breaking up with him, not them. So he got the wrong idea when I said I've been speaking to people for advice. Then it came to Sunday and I had my best friend there and I was completely in tears over the phone, and then I couldn't do it. I kind of hung up on him, which I do regret. Then that day I was in Milton Keynes with her. We were having like a ton of fun and it wasn't too bad. Like, it cheered me up. I felt a bit more happy, like fuzzy. Like I do when I'm with this. But yeah, she was an amazing friend. She was really supportive of everything that I decided to do myself. And I got home later that night, decided to check my Twitter, and things majorly went downhill. I was in tears because there was really nasty stuff posted about me by him, and I was called a toxic person. I've been called a parasite. Like, it just made me feel like really awful, and like I've screenshotted it. I've still got it on my phone. If someone tried to like argue me with it, I've got the evidence. And then like Monday came and I was still a little upset. I was going into like a majorly emotional shock, and I was crying a lot more than I was. But Monday, I went to my sister's because she wanted me to like help out with her son, who's only turned 6 weeks yesterday, and my niece, and I was having a nice week there. A couple of days went by. At this point it was Wednesday and I got a notification on my Twitter again, and it was even more horrible stuff about me. Like, I didn't post anything. I didn't want to be childish. I didn't want to post anything, and there was more horrible stuff about me, and it really got to me. Like, this was like, I just woke up, I had a check, and I was in tears. My poor sister's fiance had no clue what to do. Like, he had to call my sister to come out. Yeah. Then later that night, he messaged me through Twitter because like by this point he completely blocked me on Facebook, so I couldn't get a hold of him at all through that. he messaged me through through Twitter, and it went exactly a very nice message. He was asking me for closure, and I was feeling really bitter at this point, like as most people do. Like, if you're gonna have nasty stuff about you, you're not gonna be very nice to them. So I turned around and was like, I don't feel like I have any right to give you closure because you're being nasty about me on Twitter, where you're embarrassing me in front of everyone, including our friends who we share in common on that. And again, he messaged me back like this really long paragraph and more nasty stuff about me actually to me, and he blocked me, and like, it haven't really felt emotionally stable. Like, there's so much stuff that I wanted to do to myself. Like, I was emotionally hurting. I was in a dark room and I couldn't get out. There was literally no light at the end of the tunnel, and I didn't know what to do with myself. But yeah, my family tried their best to cheer me up, and I started talking to like my friends about it, and they said I had every right to do what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel really supported by them, but still felt like I was in a like tunnel where I couldn't see where it was going to. And I've also started speaking to someone else, and he's been really nice and supportive of me. And yes, I do keep saying he, she, they. I don't want to like really say their names because like
Just say pronouns. We'll be fine. Don't say
Yeah.
their names.
And yeah, basically I've had a really bad week because he keeps accusing me. Like, it all started like January time when we got into our first major argument, and that was him doubting me for not loving him. He kept thinking I didn't love him because I'm not someone that's very touchy-feely. I don't show my emotions as well as most people do, because as you know, most of the time I'm hyper. And that's my defense mechanism. So even when I'm sad, I will act a little bit more hyper and loopy than I usually am. But yeah, I've now promised myself no dating for at least 2 months, so I can get emotionally stable.
So you just don't jump into a relationship.
And I've actually regretted getting into a relationship because we went to the same secondary school, we knew of each other's existence, but we never really spoke. And then it was January a couple of years ago, he finally started talking to me, and I was talking back, and it was literally the following February that we started dating, and I feel like that was a bit too rushed. And I kind of learnt my lessons with like jumping into relationships like that. But yeah, with all the stuff he said, he makes me feel like I'm such a horrible person. It makes me feel like I shouldn't really exist, and like if it weren't for all my friends, I probably wouldn't be here. I really wouldn't. Yeah. Like, just putting it all out there.
Put it all out there, baby.
But yeah, it started off in January. We had our first major fight, and then there's been little ones a bit after that. He kept saying the same thing, and then he started again one recently, and even asked me if I said yes to him as a prank, and like I've been asked out as a prank before, and it's not exactly the best feeling because
It does fuck with you.
it was it was a Monday. This guy who asked me out, I got peer pressured into saying yes by my entire class because he had to do it in front of everybody. And then Friday he broke up with me and was like, "Oh, this was just a dare," and that really broke me, I guess. And that's probably why I don't really show my emotions the same way. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of being hated by everyone, and
it's really hard to hate this person.
is it?
Yeah. It would take a lot of effort.
But yeah, that's basically the gist of it, and I'm now slowly starting to move on with my life. Like, I've met new people online. They've been really supportive of me. I've got friends that are close by. Sophie, my best friend, they're all supportive of me, and I couldn't have asked for better people to be around. Like, I don't want to do anything to myself to cause them any harm. And you just know how much I'm loved.
You are loved. You are loved. Actually, so does the cat when you think about it. Don't die because the cat will be sad.
I won't. I promise. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And I do, if I ever see him face to face again, I do want to say I'm really sorry for like any pain I did give him. Like, but I had to have out because I couldn't stand having someone doubt me. Like, I'm not a big fan of clingy people, if you know what I mean. Like, yes, you're very clingy, but like not clingy to the point you're suffocating me by going, "You don't love me, you can't be here," kind of thing.
I cling to you so you actually get a bit of closure knowing that somebody out there loves you, and that sometimes giving you a little bit of touching actually helps. Miss... Oh, I'm Amy. I don't want to be touched by anyone.
But yeah, if I ever run into the street, or if he ever sees this video, because I know he's subscribed to your channel, I believe he's subscribed, I just want to say I'm really...
This is not my channel.
I'm really sorry, and I still want to be on friendly terms. Like, I don't want to leave it all negative, especially if he's starting uni soon. But yeah, I hope one day he come to his senses and actually forgive me for everything I've done. Yeah.
You'll need to forgive him as well, if you want to. You don't have to.
I've already forgiven.
You don't have to forgive people.
I really want to forgive him. That's how bad it is. Like, he's been a major influence on my life. Like I've said, I've been going out with him for 2.5 years, and all my other relationships before him treated me like not even a person, like I'm a thing. Which, I understand there are a lot of women out there that's going through that problem, where they've been treated like objects, but I want to help them make a voice. But yeah, sometimes it's better to forgive and forget, I think. Move on with our lives.
Maybe. Anyway, I've got to order this one a takeaway at some point, and they don't try Asian food. Like Chinese, Indian, Japanese, anything. We're going to have to go the burger variety.
I like pizza.
Could order you Domino's if you want.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so I'm on like week 2.5 of my HRT pills, and this one has finally hugged Kaylee the fox. Kaylee the fox is now a happy fox. Look at that happy face. Do I snore?
No, I didn't really hear you snore.
Do I move around a lot?
No. What about me? Is that it?
And you like move around? Yeah, you're a pretty decent sleeper. You're better than Renna. She just like. I may have said this, but like.
Shocking. That's really shocking. I've been told I'm really fidgety.
Lying.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm fidgety. When I was a kid, we had a bunk bed, and there was like I always slept on the top bunk, and obviously we had these bars, and I used to actually sleep with my head leaning against the bar. I would fall asleep like that.
I used to fall off my bed. But then they installed bars, and then I just fell off the bars as well because I used to go on top.
No, but seriously, I used to sleep with my hand like that. I had my hand wrapped around the bar and my forehead leaning against it.
I want to break free.
I was a weird kid.
We're all weird kids here on the internet. We all have these embarrassing child stories we just like immediately get off before we like sleep. It's like, oh, I'm about to go to sleep. Do you remember that really embarrassing thing you did when you were 9 years old? I don't want to sleep now.
No, apparently I drank paint water and I've used super glue on my hands, so somehow I'm alive.
Who didn't use glue on their hands? Especially paint as well. You would just like being like year 4 and stuff. You'd be like, I'm taking all the glue.
That's PVA glue. I used super glue.
You're special. I've got like
no,
2 bottles
I
of
was a kid.
super glue up there.
I
should
somehow
keep them away
managed
from
to
them.
get hold of the glue bottle and I kind of glued my fingers shut, so I couldn't really do a lot and fun.
In reception, we were dressing for PE. I just walked around naked, and the teachers chased me trying to put my pants back on.
My sister, the one that I spent the week at, when
Yeah.
I was really little, I actually kicked her in the eye because I was told to kick the cat, and I split her eyelid open.
The cat or your sister?
My sister. She was pretending to be a cat, and I was told to kick the cat, so I kicked her. I kicked her in the eye and split her eyelid open. She had a party that night.
This one's violent.
I don't tend to be violent.
Why
I
did I
was
sleep
told
with
to
you
by
last
an
night?
adult. Of course I'm gonna listen.
I'm not an adult. I'm a child with a drinking permit. Anyway, this is Spitfire's Transgender Vlog hashtag 14, 15 at this rate. This is Amy. They're a good friend of mine. They're amazing. And I'll see you all next time. Bye! Are they gone yet?
I don't know.